In this video today, I want to share with you what I believe are the 7 best AI stocks for 2024. And I need to be open with you. This is not just my analysis. In college, I remember a professor said that to me that in order to make money, you've got to spend money, and that's a process or a theory that I have subscribed to for many years now. So I subscribe to a list of services that I believe give me an advantage over you as an investor or anybody else. I guess what I'm trying to do is to keep up with Wall Street. So I subscribe to Seeking Alpha, their premium program, Zacks Research, Trading Views charts, and then I subscribe to several extensions to give me even more data. The Bleeding Edge, Wise Sheets. Wise Sheets is a extension on my Google Sheets and my Excel so that I can access all the company in the world's balance sheets and income statements. I subscribe to ChatGPT-4, DID, which is my avatar program, Google Alerts I have set up for every stock that I own, and I might even consider owning, and legacy research. So I spend a substantial amount of money every month so that I can make good investment decisions. Now, what I want to do in this video is give you a culmination of that information in my last year's work that said these are the Bus 12 and Bus 13 portfolios, the Bus 12 being the portfolio that is going to deliver artificial intelligence to us through software, and Bus 13, those stocks that are companies that are going to update the internet through hardware to bring us up to speed so artificial intelligence can in fact become available to us. So this is not financial advice, and this is not, although I was a licensed financial advisor, this is the culmination, this is the gathering of the knowledge that I have today to help you make a better decision. Now what I want to do is tell you this is not financial advice, and then I want to take you to my computer and show you the 20 stocks that I brought it down to, and then the 7 that, with the help of these organizations that I subscribe to, what I believe are the 7 best AI stocks for 2024. We'll get right to it.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
This is the Excel spreadsheet that I put together to analyze the 20 stocks that I believe are going to be the most benefited from artificial intelligence. And then from that point, what I did was subscribe to multiple other sources of information to help me break this down even further and come to a better conclusion. And what I've done is through Seeking Alpha, I go and check on a regular basis what the earnings growth these companies are projecting and analysts are projecting, as well as what their revenue growth is. And then I subscribe to Zacks, and I get a consensus opinion of what the price of the stock is going to be in the short term, and then what I then calculate is what is the growth based on the consensus of the analysts from Wall Street. What is the growth potential for this stock on the 2024 short term? So let's look at the top stock there that I'm looking at, and that is Apple. I believe Apple needs to be in my portfolio, but let me set my expectations. Apple's current price is $187.61. It's projecting, and these are Apple's numbers, growth of 6.5% in their earnings and 3% in their revenues. The consensus, and again, these are the Wall Street analysts, the consensus opinion in this relative short term, 2024, that Apple's price will go to $201. That's a 7% growth. Now, in my mind, I want at least a 33% growth in my portfolio. So I mark in all categories Apple as not something that I want to go full boat on. I don't want to, I guess, over allocate to Apple. Then I go to AEHR Systems, and they're selling for right at $25. They're projecting their earnings growth at 77%, their revenue growth at 59%, and the consensus opinion is in 2024 they'll get to $60 a share, which is a 141% growth in their price from where they are right now. So if you've been following me, you know I've been dollar cost averaging into AEHR. And if you'll go to my cheat sheet, you'll see how much more I need to buy and at what price I have orders in on AEHR. So I've done that on every stock. One stock that I'm very high on is Advanced Micro Devices, because I have read that they are introducing a chip that is not only going to compete with NVIDIA's chip, but they're going to surpass their capability, their compute power, by 2x and be basically the same price as what NVIDIA's chip is. But as you can see, their earnings are projecting a 40% growth, revenues of 17, and the price consensus is 132, which is a 13% growth. So I'm not ranking that as one of the best. I think in 2025 it may give me, but I am holding a substantial position. So let's just fast forward. Here's another one you probably don't really know much about. This is Extreme Networks. This is the company that is helping Amazon, Google, Microsoft to manage their data centers that they are spending a lot of money on right now. And these are the people who are going to maintain and manage those data centers and make sure that they stay cool enough that the computers don't burn up. And so they're showing earnings growth at 25%, but revenue growth only at 6%. Why might that be? They've gotten more efficient at what they're doing. Okay, so their revenues aren't growing, but their earnings are. So, and then the consensus is the price will in 24 reach 25. That's the year 24 will reach $25 per share, which is a 54% growth. Google, on the other hand, isn't showing all the big numbers that some of the others are, but because it's been depressed over the last year and has not increased in price like some of the other big fabulous seven or whatever, magnificent seven, it's got a 39% growth. And again, I'm looking for something in the range of 33% growth in my portfolio. So I will probably allocate up in Google as a result of that, as I will in AEHR. So I've gone through the others. You can see them. Microsoft, I will over allocate because it's showing a 30%. NVIDIA is showing that its earnings are going to grow by 26%, that its revenues by 100%. And the consensus opinion is that by this time next year, it will be at $647, up from $452. That's a 43% gain. So that would direct me to over allocate towards NVIDIA. And then we have a similar situation in super macro computers. They are the people who are using NVIDIA's chips to build the new computers that are going into the data centers. In fact, their price went down a bit because they are raising money to build 3 more plants so that they can meet the demand on the computers that they are having to build. So that's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 best AI stocks. Okay, that's what I do. That's how I do it. I enjoy doing this. This is what makes me want to get up every morning and learn more. such as even yesterday. I hope you saw the 60 Minutes piece on IBM's quantum computers. I will do a video probably tomorrow on my research on that. That's what I like to do, and that's how I like to share my knowledge with younger people who are looking to make good investment decisions. And I am of total belief that this is the best time in my lifetime that someone could be interested in investing in the market, because artificial intelligence is going to change everything. I did a video yesterday saying that you should be monetizing your database, and your database is in your head. It's your life experiences. It's your opinions and your accumulation of knowledge. The other thing I do, rather as well as subscribe to all these outlets for information, I read a book every month. I put it on Audible. At my age, I have to get exercise. I go for a 2.5 mile walk at least 5 days a week, and I got earbuds in, and I'm listening to a book. Right now, I'm listening to the Chip Wars. It's explaining to me how computers were developed and how semiconductors became a part of it. And it's giving me insight as to where these semiconductors are going to take us in the future. And then, as I said, 60 Minutes, I just saw what a quantum computer. I'd been talking about that for, I think, 2 years now, but it's about to happen. And that's going to change the world. My God, we are going to have the benefits of all the analysis in the world. And I believe the big winners of that are going to be the medical field. They're going to take disease out of our bodies that were through genome sequencing and genome editing. The climate change is going to be solved. Our world's going to change dramatically. And if you are subscribing to someone who's spending their time analyzing and understanding what's happening and giving you some guidance, I think you can beat the game. Okay, and I consider the game the S&P 500. I feel I can beat the game consistently. So if you want to be a part of it, get on the bus. That's where you end up on our website, and you sign up for our Platinum program. And for $60 a month, you get access to all these things that I subscribe to. That I figure I've spent about $20,000 this year. Well, that was for the website. Now this is a probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,000 a month I spend for extra knowledge that helps make me a better investor. I got to up that. I spent a little more than that. Okay, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I just want to help you make better investment decisions, give you some insight to the tax code so that you keep more of what you make. And ultimately, I want you to pass wealth on to the people who follow you. All right, talk to you again tomorrow.